It's that time of year again, the time where I update you guys as to what I am carrying on the daily in the UK as my EDC. And considering it's the time of year where the trees like to drop their leaves, I've done something that I don't really do very often, and that is colour match to the best of my ability with the colours that I have. So it's not completely colour matched, but it's following the full colours. So let's get into it. This is my 2024 UK Legal EDC Fall Autumn. Or fall, whatever you like to say. As always, everything in this video will be linked below. Some affiliate links, some non-affiliate links. I'm not sure which is which yet. You'll just have to go down there for yourself and find out. So first things first, as usual, we'll start with the pocket knife that I'm dailying at the moment. And you guys are going to be so proud of me. I've finally done it. I pulled the trigger and I bought the Spyderco UK PK. I picked this up last weekend at the UK Sharp Show, which was an incredible event. Met so many cool people, met up with loads of people that I've known for a long time, just haven't actually met in person, so it was a super sick show and I can't wait for next year. But I went there with one thing in mind, and that was the goal of picking up a UK PK, because I've had so many of you telling me now for so long that I need to get one. I was just like, you know what, I'm getting one today. And I managed to pick up a very good one at that. This one that I've got is the Heine Haynes exclusive one. I spoke to the guys at Heine Haynes and they didn't even have one. They can't even get their hands on them themselves for at least another 12 months. So when I found this in a box at someone else's stand, I had to get it, like on the spot. I had to nab this knife. Like I said, this is the Heine Haynes exclusive version, which means that it has that signature Heine Haynes red G10 scales on it. This one is the version with S30V blade steel, so the blade steel is incredible. Like, everyone knows S30V by now, but it is a very, very good one, and I've got a load of S30V knives. They hold an edge incredibly, and they sharpen up so well. And then the other thing that really, really drew me to this particular knife is the fact that the guy that I bought it from upgraded the pocket clip. So rather than having the shitty wire clip that they come with originally, I hate wire clips. Like, there's just something about them. I just think they're really cheap and crap, and I bend them too much and they're just crap. So luckily, like I said, the guy had upgraded it and he'd put the lynch clip on this, which means that this knife now has an incredible pocket clip on it. Nice deep carry, nice and solid. I'm not going to break this. So all in, I got an absolute steal with this knife. I paid £80 for it as it is. So absolute bargain. Thank you to whoever it was that I bought this from. I really appreciate the fact that you had this knife there, because I've needed it, and it's safe to say you motherfuckers were right. That knife is insane for UK daily carry. So make sure you subscribe and stick around for the review that is coming of this that you guys have been asking for so long now. Onto the Multitool. I've chosen to go for a Swiss Army knife for this one because Swiss Army knives are just fantastic, aren't they? I'm not going to go into too much depth as to which one I chose, because everyone has their own preference on Swiss Army knives. There's such a vast amount of them that you just need to go through the massive list and choose for yourself which one you want according to the tools that it has and the suitability to what you need, essentially. But this one is the Huntsman. It has all the standard stuff on there. 2 blades, a big one and a small one, bottle opener, prying tool, flathead, scissors, saw, you name it, it's got all the stuff that most Swiss Army knives have. And then you got your toothpick and tweezers as well, which is always handy to have. And I know most people now, me included, are carrying stuff with pliers as like a daily carry multi-tool. And yeah, I do that a lot. But I'm not that fussed about the fact that I don't have pliers on this in this carry, because when I'm leaving the house, I always take something with me, like a sling bag, which has an EDC pouch in it, which I've always got a pair of like Knipex pliers in or something. And if I'm going out for the day, I take my EDC backpack, which has a EDC toolkit in there, with bigger sets of pliers, which is probably what I would need if I really needed pliers anyway, because they're bigger, stronger, and are more capable. So the fact that this doesn't have pliers really doesn't faze me at all, to be honest, because I always have a pair with me regardless. Moving on to the wallet. This is the Western from Golden Owl Supply Co. I don't really like the size of my wallet to be much bigger than a card. I like to keep things as small and compact as I can. But considering the time of year, I'm wearing more clothes anyway, so carrying a slightly bigger wallet really isn't that much of a big deal to me, and I do really like this wallet. You've got plenty of space inside for probably up to 10, 11 cards and a bit of cash. It does fold up into a nice form factor, and after carrying it for a little while, it does soften up and does take a really nice sort of softer sort of shape. Smells great. The build quality is insane, along with everything else from Golden Hour Supply Co. So if this isn't your thing and you do want to get something from Golden Hour Supply Co. because you think the quality looks great, you would be correct. Go over to their website and just check out everything that they sell, because it's all really amazing stuff, handmade in California. And he's got so many different wallet designs, and he does loads of other things as well that are all great, and he's got something for everyone. So go and check him out. Highly recommend. I also really like this wallet for this carry because I just feel like it kind of just looks like an autumnal leaf. I feel like I need to go outside right now and chuck this in a pile of leaves and take some photos because it just looks sick. Next up, we've got the pen. Now, this is kind of like steering away from the colour theme, but also not, because it's gone to brass, which is kind of gold, which kind of fits with golden autumnal leaves. You get it. This is the Neo pen from Silver Fox Tools. And I'll be hyping these pens up for a little while now because they sent this out to me along with the titanium one, which I've mentioned in recent videos. A few weeks ago, I think their Kickstarter campaign has just finished, so these will be available to buy very, very soon. But they're fantastic little pens, very, very high quality. The brass one is heavy, obviously, the titanium one not so much. But they're great, they're nice and simple to use. You just screw off the lid, flip it over and use the magnet in the top of the cap, magnetize it into the tail of the pen, which then essentially gives you a couple of extra inches of pen to make it more comfortable in your hand when you're writing. Then when you're done, snap it back off, screw it back onto the front, and you're good to go. Stick it back in your pocket with the nice little clip, holds it in your pocket nicely. You can't tell it's there because it's so small. And the guys at Silver Fox have told me that they think this is the Fisher Space Pen killer. Probably going to have to agree. They do come standard with blue ink. I'm not sure if they're going to do anything with black ink or whatever, but I'm sure you could probably buy a black refill for this and use black ink in it if you didn't want to use blue. Onto the lighter. This hasn't ever changed, I don't think. Standard, lovely, brass Zippo. This is a couple of years old now and it looks it. It's great. You need a Zippo in your carry or some form of fire lighting device. They're always helpful for a multitude of things. I just like this Zippo because it's brass. I'm just a sucker for brass. And it fits this carry very nicely. So buy yourself a Zippo. You don't have to get this one exactly. There's, like Swiss Army knives, millions and millions of different designs of Zippo. Key solution. This is going to come as no surprise if you're a regular viewer of the channel. The JRW Tough Clip in brass with a brass shackle that I got from like Amazon probably, or Home Depot when I was in America, or maybe it was even B&Q in the UK. I have no idea. You can pick these little shackles up literally anywhere and they're no more than a couple of quid. The JRW Tough Clip is probably one of the best designs for a key clip ever. Looks just like a paper clip, but I've never had to worry about this falling off my belt or keys falling off it or anything. Like, it clips on, the keys are in there, and it's not moving at all. And then having your actual keys on a shackle is great because you can close it up nice and tight, which means that you haven't got that horrible janitor jangling shit that you get from keys. It keeps them all nice, all in place, and you can just fan them out, choose the key you need, open the door, close them back up, and stick it back on your belt, and you're good. So this genuinely is a fantastic key solution for anyone. I'm not joking, male, female, whatever. This key solution is incredible. And then on to the last thing, which isn't actually very well colour matched at all, because it's black. And that's for one reason. It's a flashlight. My flashlight game is weak. It always has been. It's something that you guys have always told me off for, but it's just something that they're kind of redundant to me, like flashlights. I've got big flashlights for when I'm out in the woods, if I'm out at night or whatever. Little pocketable flashlights just aren't something I've ever really invested in. I will start carrying a flashlight again this time of year because we've got darker nights now. It gets dark earlier. Even just going out for a walk with the dog in the evening, it is getting dark now, so having a flashlight is helpful. I just currently don't have one that would colour match this theme. So this one is the Phoenix E12 V3, which is a fantastic little flashlight, AA powered, 3 different light modes from 5 lumens all the way up to 200 lumens. I'm not sure what the middle one is, probably around 150, maybe 110. Reversible clip, magnetic tail cap, nice tactical tail cap, and it genuinely is just a really nice little flashlight to use. If Phoenix had sent me an orange one of this, it would have still been the exact same flashlight, because this genuinely is a really nice little flashlight for the money. I think they're around 30 quid. And for 30 quid, you're getting a very nice little torch. That is my fall or autumn 2024 UK Legal EDC. What do you think of it? And what are you carrying? Leave me a comment below and let me know. If you liked the video, don't forget to like it. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well, because the channel's growing. And I hope to see you next time. So until then, stay safe, and I'll see you later.